thinking about relaunching cookies. The cookie jar collection. Did you hear that, Pete? I think it was a delivery, but also I'm terrified. You know how I fear dying. Hello and welcome back to session 29 of the Little Wolf Knits podcast. I am Brianna and I am the dyer, human, designer behind the Little Wolf Knits and the host of this little podcast where I come to you every week, it seems, and talk about all things knitting, yarn, and fiber related. And I am super excited to be here with you again today on this kind of gray and gloomy Tuesday afternoon. It is January 30th. I had to look at the date. But I have been doing a decent amount of knitting and making, and I'm excited to show you what I've been working on. So there's a lot on the docket for today. I don't want to forget anything, so let's just go ahead and jump right in. First of all, let's talk about what I'm wearing. I'm wearing knits on knits today, and I love it. So first thing, this is a pretty recent FO, so you will have seen it. It's blocked and woven in and trimmed. It is my Radvent cardigan by Ambah O'Brien, and yeah, this is what it's looking like. I am loving it so much. This is my first day of full wear, and I'm so glad with the modifications I made. I love the fade that I've done, and I'm super, super happy with it. And what I'm wearing underneath is one of my designs. It is the Shoreline sweater. It is this really cool saddle sleeve. If you see right there, you build these little saddles, 1x1 rib, fitted, negative ease. I just do a little tuck. I know it's so millennial of me. And shoulder shaping for a little cap sleeve. And it is super classic, super neutral. I wear this one to work all of the time. And this is in my Custard colorway on my 420 base. And this Radvent cardigan, I've talked about a million times, but is my Cozy Posy Solstice Advent from 2022. And I just love the way they look together. So I'm loving my outfit. I'm loving, oh, and these jeans are from American Eagle, and I love them. I think they're a high-rise super flare or something like that, and I love the fit. There's a little distressed. Super comfy, favorite jeans for sure. That is what I'm wearing. Let's talk a little bit about some administrative things. And let's throw yarn and what's coming up in the shop together. Okay, we'll talk at least about what's coming up yarn-wise. I'll talk about, I guess I'll probably just talk about everything here. So, admin things. Cozy Peaks and Cheeks Mal is still going on through the end of March. I'm going to be choosing winners for this first month on Instagram and for my wolf pack tomorrow, the end of January. If you've used the hashtag Cozy Peaks and Cheeks Mal 2024, you will be eligible to win, and I'm super, super excited to get some patterns out to our first round of winners. So that is still going on. If you want to know all the details, check out my Instagram at thelittlewolfknits, or go watch some of the previous sessions where I've talked about it, because I've talked about it a lot at this point. But that is still going on. By the time you see this, it will be February, and it's my birthday month. My birthday is February 6th. I know I have a lot of Aquarius birthday twins out there, which is really exciting. But I want to do a little something to celebrate with y'all for my birthday. So for the first week of February, starting on February 1st, and actually whenever you see this, if this happens to go up before the 1st, I don't think it will. But if it does, The discount code is live through February 7th at the end of the day. So next Wednesday, you'll have a full week to shop all ready-to-ship yarn. There's a lot. There's a lot of sunfish, a good amount of 420, a little bit of Opti, a little bit of Schooner, and a bunch of my buoy and my cloud bases. So this is the perfect time to grab a few skeins of fuzzy yarn or fingering weight yarn, pair them together. If you have questions about color combinations or fades or creating things like that, send me an email at thelittlewolfknits@gmail.com and I'd be happy to help you. But you can get all of the yarn in the ready to ship section at a discount with $3.20 off every single skein you purchase because I'm turning 32. And I thought that'd be fun. I don't know. I thought it'd be fun. But it's a decent discount. Somewhere around 15% off, all ready to ship yarn. You can combine it with any other discount. So if you have any percentage off product discounts, free shipping codes from being a rewards member, pearls, points, you can use those and combine them with any ready to ship yarn. And I am so excited. Oh, you have to use a code, duh. So the code is birthday girl, all one word, lowercase, and you can get that discount February 1st through February 7th. And I'm so excited to see what y'all come up with. And so excited to celebrate my birthday with you. So, you're welcome. My mom yelled at me once when I said that. And she said it was very rude. I was like, I was joking. But now I say it often. But that is what's going on admin-wise. A few other things going on, administrative, I guess, / yarn that's coming up in the shop. I talked about it last week, the Cookie Jar 2.0 collection, aka the second launch of the Cookie Jar. Pre-order is going to go live on February 5th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So this will be a little early birthday celebration. Super excited. If you missed out on any cookie collection colorways the first time around, or maybe you just want to add some more cookie yarn to your stash, this is the perfect opportunity to do so. All of the variegated and tonal colorways, including mini skein sets, I think on fingering and DK, let me know if you're interested in both of those options, will be available for pre-order. And something else will be available that I'm really excited about. Well, two other things. We'll start with one first. So I haven't mentioned it yet, but this collection is actually featuring a collaboration from a group of humans who run an amazing bag making business. They're the Coven Collective, and I have a few of their bags, and they are so good. And I chatted with them when I was thinking about relaunching cookies. The Cookie Jar collection. Did you hear that beat? I think it was a delivery, but also I'm terrified. You know how I fear dying. Okay, when I talked to them, we were like, let's come up with some bags, and I'm so excited to say that they are going to be running a pre-order connected to the Cookie Jar collection over on their website with 3 different fabric options and 3 different bag options. So there are number 9 different bags that you could order as part of this collection this go around, and I am so excited, so I wanted to show some of them to you. The first is so sweet. It's this really cute cookie, like vintage whimsical cookie fabric, and then this cool neutral star fabric. I don't know what it actually is. But one of the bag sizes that they'll be doing are a little notions pouch, and this is honestly so perfect. I know it's a notions pouch, but also I feel like I could throw a skein of yarn in there if I need something really tiny in another bag, like I'm going to a show or something for a sock. But this is the absolute perfect box bottom notions pouch, and this fabric is really cool. It's like a canvasy corduroy. I don't know exactly what it is, but there are notion pouches. I guess I'll show you those first. In all three of the fabrics I'm going to show you, here's another fabric, a patchwork. I love this one, orange, and then this really cool like floral. I wouldn't say floral, like nature. Again with the boxed bottom. So great. Those are two options, and then there's a third option. I don't have a patchwork notion in, but there will be a notion in the third fabric option that I'm going to show you. There are two other kinds of bags. Some are called satchels, and then they're large bags. So I'll show you their satchel. They're so cool. They're these drawstring bags again. Is it called a box bottom if it's like literally a box, or is it a box bottom only if it has like this seaming? I don't know. But a really nice base to this bag. And then look how cool. So these actually create pockets on both sides, the outside of the bag with this, I don't know, that's just like a really cool thing to like throw your phone into, or something that you want easily accessible and you don't want it to get lost in the bag, but you don't want to carry it in your hand. I love that. And then again, drawstring. This is a really decent size, and they're fun Coven collective, like witchy fabric on the inside, which I love. And I'll show you their logo. So this is a second type of bag. Their satchel, like they call it. That's a one fabric. This is the second fabric that you'll see in here. Has like this vintage cookie. How cute is that? It's like ice cream cones, cookies, cats. I don't know. It's really adorable. And then again, their fabric on the inside. Super cute. Fun box. Base down there. And then the third fabric option is this really pretty floral on floral, but like super earthy muted colors, and I love it. Again, a great base, satchel pockets, really cool. So that's an awesome option. I'm gonna leave this. And then the third bag option that they're gonna have will be available in all three fabrics is a large drawstring. And I should say, these satchels include a really nice wrist strap, like a good size canvas, like woven canvas wrist strap. These large bags also include a nice wrist strap, which I need. Honestly, it's hard for me to use a bag that doesn't have one of those. But this is a really cool, again, large patchwork. This is that whimsy fabric. Look how cute, the little cat. We have the floral on floral, really pretty. And then this large patchwork will also be available in this print. And it'll look like this, but larger. So that's all really exciting. If you don't follow the Coven Collective already, go make sure to check them out on Instagram and check out their website. I'll link all of that down below, so make sure to check it out for their information on when these bags specifically are releasing, and make sure to go grab one because they will be perfect for your cookie jar collection yarn that you grab during the pre-order. Super exciting. Okay, the last thing that's going to be a part of that collection that I am really, really excited about is fiber. Okay, as you know, if you've been watching, I have been testing out a bunch of new sample fibers, spinning them undyed, making sure I like them, making sure I like the process of spinning, but also the finished product. And then this past week, I did some practice dyeing with some of the fibers, and I'm so excited. I've narrowed it down to 4 options. We are going to have, and I don't know if these are all going to be available for pre-order. I think they will be. We're going to have a fine merino. I think it's in 19 micron. I can get the paper and show you right here. Okay. Paper. Nope, doesn't say the micron count on here. A fine merino, a targhee, a rambouillet, and a Falkland. And it's a really nice range of finer fibers all the way down to something a little bit more rustic, but still really nice and wearable and lovely, lovely to spin. This is my rambouillet, and I won't wax poetic about it too long, but if you don't know anything about rambouillet, if you have not used rambouillet yet, it is a French sheep that is related to merino. So it is, they call it a French merino, and it is very similar in terms of softness as compared to a superwash or not superwash, to a fine merino, I would say. But it's fluffier, like it has a bit more bounce and spring, a little bit less shine, I think. So it has a little bit more of the mateness, which is really nice, but a bit more bounce than a typical merino while still maintaining that softness, which is just so cool. So fiber will also be available as part of this pre-order, and you'll get to choose from those 4 options in 4-ounce braids, and I am just so excited. I'm really, really excited. Yeah, I'm really excited to start this new venture and see where it goes and how you all feel about it. So definitely, if you're not on my newsletter, make sure to get on my newsletter. Make sure you're following me, setting all the reminders, turning on notifications, because the pre-order goes live February 5th at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay. Other things that are coming to the shop, and these will be the last 2 things because it feels like I've been talking for a long time and I haven't shown anything yet. So I'll just show 2 more things. And they have the yarn clubs for February, and they are so good. So the first yarn club that we have is part of my travel inspired club from the open road. The next stop on our tour after we went through Antelope Canyon was the Grand Canyon, and I am obsessed with this colorway. Okay, it has layers of like tans and oranges and reds and sandy and brown. And then it has these green and brown speckles, and look at it. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I clearly am in a pink mood, but this is like the perfect orangey red, earthy, warm colorway, and I am so excited about this one. So this one is available now by the time this podcast comes out. And then our other club for the month is our Yarn and Charm Club, our fandom club, and it is inspired by Gilmore Girls again, which is for the first quarter. And the second month is called I'm Ready to Wallow, which is after Dean and Rory break up for the first time. And it is a heartbreaking experience that I think is so relatable for most people. And I just love this colorway. It is layers of really soft, let me just hold on, pale pinks and peach and mauves and like a sandy tan. And then these like chocolatey brown speckles. And look how soft this is. I'm imagining this held double with this on buoy and like a really soft top or a scarf, like a Sophie shawl, something like that. And oh, it's so good. So good. So this is also available now with or without a charm, and so is this. Exciting. Last but not least, for what's coming up to the shop, it is already in the shop, but we have a bunch of new stitch stoppers from Fox and Pine that I sell in my shop. And these are just a few of my favorites that I stole. A Highland cow, a sheepy, And there are a few Valentine ones that have just dropped, so you could go grab those and add those to your order as well. Okay, enough of what's coming. Let's talk about the yarn, shall we? Let's talk about the yarn. Finished objects. I don't have that many finished objects, but the one that I do have is very exciting because it's not knitting at all. It is a spinning faux, F-O, and I just plied it today, so it isn't even in a skein yet. But this was my sample dye and spin of the Falkland fiber that I'm going to be carrying in the shop. And I did a 2-ply, so I spun half of it on my Carry Cherry bobbin spindle that you've seen undyed, and then I dyed the other half with like plums and pinks and chocolatey like tans, and look how pretty it is. Oh, and then I 2-plied it this morning, and I am so excited. I'm so excited. I want to let it rest. Then later I'm going to use my Nitty Naughty, get it into skein form, and then give this puppet a bath. And I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I feel like it needs to be something Valentine-y, right? Some sort of like Valentine garland. I did create a little Valentine garland. Maybe I'll insert a picture, or maybe you'll see it very soon. I did create this Valentine garland. I had a bunch of hearts I had made a few years ago that I'd never done anything with, and I just strung them up and hung them under our TV on our entertainment stand, and I love them. I'm so excited. So I'm thinking this might be something Valentine-y that gets made as more decor for the house. But that is my one and only FO for this week, and I'm okay with it because I've done a lot of other knitting. So let's talk about what I've been working on. First up in my Finchs Nest bag, which you've seen before, are my pants. Oh, look at it. Look at it. And this is using They Don't Know yarn, which is a Friends inspired colorway. It's a little gloomy. I have the light on. The lighting's not the best, but you can check out my website and Instagram for the most accurate photos. But I have worked. I had just cast this on yesterday. I didn't cast this on yesterday. I had just cast this on last week. I think I was not even folded over for this little brim up here. But I worked through the waistband, I worked through the body, and I have separated for the legs, and I am working down the left thigh. So the way these pants work, you work them from the top down, and they have a fold over waistband just like yoga pants that you probably buy from the store. Let me see if I could hold this up without, oh yeah, there you go. So there's fold over waistband here, and then a little body. And I love the pooling that happens here. It happens on almost every pair of pants or bottoms that I make, because I think that's when, it's just when my circumference of my hips probably shifts a little bit. It looks like it's where, no, it's not where my increases stop. So it must just be a point where the circumference of my hips does something cool with the circumference of a skein. And then it changes and goes back once I separate for legs. And I'm about halfway through this thigh and hoping to finish this today or tomorrow would be really nice. And then I will pick up and knit the second thigh, get both of them to the knees, and then make sure they match before I add the flare leg for these. But I'm so happy. I'm so excited with how these are working up. I'll show you all this is from yesterday, but my progress keepers and stitch markers on here are from Very Warm Stripes, my friend Wendy. So I have this beautiful peachy progress keeper. I have these adorable little Valentine stitch markers. There's one for the beginning of round. The other ones are still on my, what's this, right leg. And I love them so much. And, oh, I don't have them on here. I have them on another one. I switched out, so you saw, I think, over there, I held up my cupcakes. I switched out my stitch markers for my little chocolate ice cream because I feel like it really just matched the chocolatey Valentine vibe of this whip. But that whip is going along strong and steady, and I am super excited to be working on them. It's hard to put them down, if I'm being honest. But I did do a lot of work on another project because I was doing some traveling. This weekend we went to go see a knit game, and I wanted something small and portable to bring in with me to Madison Square Garden. So I didn't bring my pants. So I got all of that work done on them. The body was done by Friday. Then I split for the legs and worked on that leg on Sunday. And I didn't do that much on Sunday or Monday because I was in the mood to spin, which you will see in a second. Anyway, the second whip is in a bag from Rose and Seams. You saw it last week, but it is my World Champ socks for my dad. And I've made a lot of progress on these. I think I had just started the toes when you saw these last. That is where you saw this one last, and this one was all the way down here. So I have finished 2 feet and gussets and heels. And I got these socks to a point where I finished the heel, I'm back to the leg, and now I can just pick these up and knit around and around. Perfect movie knitting for in the dark. And something that I'm actually going to do with these, I decided, because I don't want to be in the movie worrying that I went more than halfway with the yarn that I have left. So I'm going to split this in half. I'm going to put it on a scale, pull it out until half of it is left, roll those into balls, and then I will be able to work on them in the dark without worrying about keeping them even when I'm not going to be able to see them. So that is what I'm actually going to do once I'm done recording this video. So this project is all set to go, and I would love to finish these legs tonight in the movie and at least get the ribbing started on those. If not, get ready to add the ribbing, right? I don't think I'll get through all of that, but you never know. Those are my 2 knitting whips and what I have been working on. But I've also been spending a good amount of time working on other things. So I went ahead and spun, this is that Rambouillet that I was talking about. Just like look at it. Look how springy and bouncy and soft it is. And I have been spinning away on my Carrie Cherry bobbin spindle. I have spun all of that. I don't think I had any of this spun last time. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think so. But I did a fair amount of spinning over the weekend, not just on this bobbin spindle, although I've done a fair amount on this as well. As you can see, I pick it up and I just can't help but spin on it because it is so nice to spin. And I'm planning to spin this chunk this week, today or tomorrow. because I have also started to spin on my wheel. So I've gotten back into wheel spinning, which has been really great. I have not cast on my Hello Sunshine braid. I know I said I would, but I haven't. But I haven't because I spun up the dyed fiber and then plied on my wheel. And then I also, let me grab this. On my Hansen, have been spinning up this dyed rambouillet. So I have this little bit left here. This is what it has been looking like. And I have not attached my woolly winder flyer here yet. So I've just been stopping and moving it. I'm not so good at packing a bobbin, but these aren't full braids, so it's really not a concern. But this is the other little bit. Once I get done spinning this, that's the last little braid. Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then I will make sure that's all good and not going to go on fire. Then I will apply that on my wheel. And then after that, to be honest, I'm probably going to finish applying the rest of my sample yarn that I'm going to dye and play, that I have dyed, and I'm going to dye and play around with. I'm going to spin the rest of that, and then I'll start in my Hello Fiber. Nope, my Hello Sunshine. Nest Fiber Co. Hello Sunshine braid. But that is all of the things, those are all of the things that I have been working on in the last week or so. And it didn't seem like that much because it was only a few projects. But now that I look at it, I'm like, that was a lot of stuff, right? I should feel good about that. Next, we will talk about acquisitions because I have a few things that came in that I want to show y'all. Okay, acquisitions. I have gotten a few things, some fiber and some bag. Let's start with the fiber. This is a braid from Desert Panda Fiber Arts. And this is called Persephone. And basically they did a countdown, I think in October, that I saw my friend Vanessa, the Nitty Witch. I saw on her Vlogtober. That's why I think it was October. That was a like something like Lords of the Underworld, Shadow, things like that. And when I saw her open this day, I was like, oh, I want the whole calendar just to get that one color. And then I learned that this color, all of the colors were going to be available for pre-order, and I jumped on that so fast. And this is on their Lunar Eclipse base, which is a 50% merino wool, 12.5% icicle stellina, 25% mulberry silk, and 12.5% fire star. So I think, if I understand correctly, this is stellina, and then you can't really see it there. That is like fire star. Maybe I'm wrong, but it's gonna be sparkly. But look at this braid. First of all, it's so soft. Is this fine merino? I don't know, man. It doesn't say so, but I love the peaches and purples, and I'm really excited to use this. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but I had to have it. So Desert Panda Fiber Arts, did I show their logo? Super excited. And then if you join for Whiskey and Whips live that I did with Chelsea of Knitting Tipsy this past Wednesday, you will have heard us talk lots about pets, lots about soup, and she introduced me to a new maker that makes bags that I may or may not have grabbed during the live. Like, I jumped on their website and ordered things because I was nervous. I love them so much. So I got 2 bags. One is this really fun zebra bag. It's a good size zipper, and it has this zebra progress keeper as a zipper pull and a wrist strap, which is really nice, and it's detachable. I probably won't detach it, but I really like it. I love the color. And I also grabbed a Valentine bag because I don't have any Valentine bags, and that feels like a shame. So I got this bag from them. Oh, and let me tell you who this is. So this is, can you see? Fancy Boy Designs. It literally shipped like the next day, and I was so excited. So this Valentine bag is so cute. Hearts and stripes and little hearts on the bottom, and that is the fabric on the inside. And I have a project in here that I am waiting to cast on, probably this week, because it will be a March release, and it just feels very Valentine-y. I have a Tuft Woolens Refresh in here. It smells so fresh. And this is a skein of chocolate almond cookies on my 420 base. It's like layers of browns and peaches and orange and like espresso-y, purple-y brown. And lots of fun peach speckles. And I have that in there wound up, ready to cast on. It's going to be a little like vest. Not a vest, like a little cropped sweater that you throw over something else. And I have these Valentine Latte, cheetah print Valentine Latte stitch stoppers that I've thrown in here because that's what I'm using for this. And I stole all my stitch stoppers from the shop, but there are plenty left for y'all, including the ones that I showed. So super excited, and a little bit of what's coming next. Okay, I think that's everything. Man, that felt like I talked for so long. Maybe because I talked for so long about what's coming next rather than things I've worked on. But that's okay. Life things, I'm not going to talk too much about them. We went to see American Fiction last week. It was very good, very funny. It was a good movie. I don't even know if funny is the right word. Ironic, satirical, very good. Then we've been watching a lot of Game of Thrones, which is fun. We finished season 3 and started season 4. We went home for the weekend. So we saw my mom and Mickey, went to dinner on Friday, and then on Saturday we went to the Knick game during the day, and then we went and hung out with my sister Sophia and her boyfriend Alex at his apartment with my mom and Mickey and played games until like 2 in the morning. We were playing like board games and card games, but also this video game that they have called Overcooked, and it reminds me of like a Diner Dash-esque sort of game, but it's cooperative, so you can work together, and we were very bad at it. Some of us are better than others, so it was really fun. We couldn't stop playing, clearly. I asked Michael, we were playing on his Switch, Alex's Switch, but I asked Michael if we could get it on Xbox, and he said we could, so we'll see what happens there. But then Sunday was a movie day. We hung out, we watched movies at home. Michael's never seen Silver Linings Playbook, so we watched that. And then we watched some comedians. We watched Dusty Slay and Tom Segura. I thought something else, but we showed my mom and Mickey Dusty Slay. And then we came home, and now we're back in Pennsylvania. Tonight we are going to see Poor Things, which I'm really excited about. It had, I think, left theaters, but now that it has won a bunch of awards, it's back in theaters, so we're super excited. We're jumping on it, and we're going to see that tonight. And then the rest of the week should be really fun because I have a book chat with my Wolfpack members tomorrow night, and then Thursday is February 1st, and I think I'm going to do something really exciting this February. I've never done this before. I don't know if other people have done it, but I got, you can't see it, but it's right over there, an fiber Advent for Valentine's Day. So it's 14 days of fiber. I'm sure it says how much, maybe an ounce per day, maybe half an ounce, I'm not sure. I should look it up. And I'm going to open it every single day and spin it in February. And my plan is, I think to spin, it's hard because I haven't seen it. So I think I'm going to spin 7 days and 7 days and then make a 2-ply. The other option is to chain ply, but I don't know what the colors are going to look like. I guess I'll decide as I open the colors. But what I want to do is do a little daily vlog from February 1st to February 14th. One, to bring you along for that fiber Advent. But I feel like I've been missing Vlogmas, and it's been long enough that I've had a little rest. And I don't know if people do this, but it's my birthday, it's Valentine's Day. There's some fun things that we're doing in the month of February, and I want to do a little vlogging time, Valen vlog. I don't know. Let me know if you have name ideas below. But I think I'm going to do a little daily vlog where I take you through my day in February, at least until Valentine's Day. We'll see what happens. The rest of the month has some fun things happening, so we'll see. We'll see what happens after that. But stay tuned on this channel. If you're not a subscriber, feel free to subscribe and turn on notifications so that you'll know whatever I start doing with these vlogs when they come out, and you don't need to wait and keep checking to see if they've dropped yet. So be sure to subscribe. Make sure you're following me on Instagram. Make sure you're subscribed to my newsletter for all of the things that I talked about today. And I think that's it. So I'm going to go separate that yarn, spin some yarn, and do some things before I have clients later this afternoon. And I will chat with y'all next time. Take care of each other, and I'll see you soon. Bye.